Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, and welcome to this afternoon's Convocation ceremony as we celebrate our graduates of the Bachelor of Commerce degree in the School of Business. At this time, I would like to acknowledge the very talented group of individuals sitting behind me who comprise the MacEwan University Big Band under the direction of Raymond Buree. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for their music this afternoon. We will commence our program in just a few moments, and in preparation, I would like to remind you that the Winspear Center is an acoustically responsive hall. Therefore, we ask that if you are carrying electronic devices with you, that you take a moment now to turn them off and leave them off for the duration of this afternoon's ceremony. If you're traveling with small children and your little ones become restless, we do want, and you need to step out of the concert hall. There are monitors available in the foyer area that you continue to watch the ceremony unfold as you're taking time with your little ones. I remind people that as a father of a 6- and 3-year-old, often their agenda certainly is not mine, so I appreciate that we may have to do that occasionally. We have arranged for a professional photographer to take photos of our graduates receiving their parchments this afternoon. Information on how to obtain those photos will be forwarded to graduates at a later date. When you pass through the foyer, I'm sure that you probably saw a number of backdrops that exist out there for the MacEwan University alumni, and you're certainly welcome to make use of those backdrops to take photos of your graduates at the conclusion of this afternoon's ceremony. However, should you wish to take photos of your graduates as they cross the stage this afternoon, you are certainly welcome to do so, and we would just ask that you please come to the area to your right, my left, here at the front of the stage, as your graduate's name approaches in the program. This area is quite busy, so we appreciate your assistance in clearing the area promptly after you've taken your photos. There will be ushers there to assist and to guide you accordingly. During this afternoon's ceremony, we'll have the opportunity to hear 2 musical pieces that were composed by 2 graduates who were part of the first graduating class of the Bachelor of Music in Jazz and Contemporary Music in 2015. These musical pieces were to be a legacy piece of that first graduating class and those students to be performed at Convocation. And the first piece that we'll be hearing in just a moment was composed by Andrew Reed called Memories. And the second one that you will hear this afternoon during the recessional will be Nothing Can Stop Us Now. And you are certainly invited to follow along on page 9 in your Convocation program to follow through in the words and that performance. Today is indeed a celebratory and wonderful event as we recognize the graduates for their individual achievements and collective agreements while they were students here at MacEwan University, and culminating, of course, with the receiving of their Bachelor of Commerce degree this afternoon. So please sit back and enjoy, and let's celebrate with our graduates today. Ladies and gentlemen, the MacEwan University Big Band, Memories. Once again, please join me in a big round of applause for the MacEwan University Big Band. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, if you are able, I'd ask that you please rise. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce this afternoon's mace bearer, Dr. Jun Sung, Associate Professor of Supply Chain Management in the School of Business. Dr. Sun is carrying a university mace which was donated to the university in 1997 by its namesake, Dr. Grant MacEwan, and became the official mace in 2008. It is especially meaningful to the university as it was hand-carved by Dr. MacEwan. Further information on the mace and other Convocation traditions can be found in your Convocation program. Please remain standing now for the academic processional.
graduands, distinguished guests, members of the stage party, faculty, staff, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike Sekulich, University Registrar and Marshal of Convocation. MacEwan University respectfully acknowledges that the land on which we gather in Treaty 6 territory is a traditional gathering place for many Indigenous people. We honor and respect the history, languages, ceremony, and culture of the First Nations, Métis, and Inuit who call this territory home. The First Peoples' connection to the land teaches us about our inherent responsibility to protect and respect Mother Earth. Please remain standing and in respect, remove all hats except mortarboards for the singing of our national anthem led by Miss Katie Anderson. Thank you, Ms. Anderson. Please be seated. I declare MacEwan University Convocation open. It is intended to honor our 2017 graduates, and we are honored to have you here with us on this occasion. The word convocation comes from the Latin word convoco, which means to call together by summons. It is traditionally used in connection with an ecclesiastical or academic gathering. Convocations are called for the conferring of degrees, diplomas, certificates, for special announcements, and for the recognition of outstanding achievements. So it is today that we call colleagues and friends together to honor MacEwan University's graduates and award recipients for Spring 2017 Convocation. And now, I'd like to call upon the student member of our Board of Governors, Stephanie Nadesheko, to read the MacEwan University invocation.
Through learning, we flourish and help others to flourish. We stand here today on the brink of important change for ourselves and for the world. Inspired by the past, we now step forward to transform the future. Engaging with others, we cherish the diversity of experience within our communities and ourselves. Through perseverance, we excel. Through compassion, we connect. Through connectivity, we thrive. Through knowledge, we grow. Through all this and more, let us forge a legacy to nurture, to inspire, to endure. Moved by the Spirit, strong in our knowledge, we move out into the world with open arms, open mind, and open heart. We pledge to leave the world better than we found it.
Thank you, Stephanie. I will now introduce members of the stage party. Members of the stage party, please remain standing once you've been called upon. Audience, I would ask you to please hold your applause until all members of the stage party have been introduced. I would like to start with Board of Governors Chair Ione Chalborn, President Dr. David Atkinson, Provost and Vice President Academic Dr. John Corlett, and Academic Governance Council Vice Chair Dr. Lynn Honey. Would members of our Board of Governors, Vice Presidents, and Associate Vice Presidents please rise? I would like to now ask Deans, Associate Deans, and members of the University's administration to rise. Representatives of each of our associations, faculty, staff, and student, please rise. I'd like to ask our mace bearer, Dr. Young Soon, and distinguished speaker, Roger Charest, to stand and be recognized. Will our distinguished proctor, Dr. Michael Roberts, department chair and assistant professor in the School of Business, along with all faculty and staff of the university, please stand. It is a special pleasure today to have Dr. Paul Byrne, former president of MacEwan University, and former chancellor of the University of Alberta, Eric Newell, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your stage party. This is your university. Please join me in acknowledging him now with a round of applause. Thank you, members of the stage party. You may be seated. I would like to call upon Board Chair Ione Chalborn to bring greetings on behalf of MacEwan University's Board of Governors.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. You look so wonderful out there. This theater completely full from first row up until the top balcony there. So you did it. You've been working very, very hard over the last number of years, and you've had lots of people beside you and behind you and in front of you helping you get to the space where you are today to convocate. And I am thrilled to be here with you in this very proud moment. And the Board of Governors is very proud of the accomplishments that you have achieved. And I also want to be among the first to congratulate you and your families and your support system on your graduation and the hard work that has led up to it. Being here today does make me think back to my own convocation quite a few years ago now, and how I never could have pictured what my life would look like this many years later along with my career. I certainly had no idea at all that I would end up on the board of a university, or that I would work in mental health services as a very proud CEO of the Canadian Mental Health Association in Edmonton. When I was sitting where you are now, my goals had absolutely nothing to do with post-secondary administration, with mental health advocacy, or with the social justice issues that I'm so passionate about and that drive my work today. My big plan at the time, and it felt very noble to me, was to become a math teacher and to promote numeracy. And I did that. I worked for the first several years of my career teaching math, and I still believe in the transformational power of education. But a lot has happened since that time. I've met a lot of people who've changed my outlook on life. And I remember not long into my teaching degree, my father asked me if I liked what I was doing. And I said, well, I like education well enough, but I'm not so sure that I like my job. And he said, well, quit then. Life is too short to do something that you don't love. So find a job that you love. So I've had lots of experiences that brought into focus what was important to me. With that encouragement and support, I said yes to opportunities that I could not have imagined when I crossed the stage to receive my teaching degree. The leap from a high school math teacher to a mental health advocate might seem like a big one, but it did happen incrementally over time. Looking back, I definitely can trace the steps I took to get where I am today. I can see the thread that connected one event, one opportunity, one decision, and one career choice to the next. Of course, at the time, I didn't see the event, or I didn't see that thread. I just saw a new opportunity that felt important to explore. I didn't always know what was going to happen when I chose to take a new course or to try something new. That's because in life, and I'm sure you have enough experience with this already, that as clearly as you can see behind you, you can't actually see that far ahead of you. What looks like a logical step in hindsight appeared to be a leap of faith at the time I was making those decisions, but I'm very glad I chose to take those leaps. Had I been afraid to veer from my plan, I wouldn't be here today. I would not be doing the work that I am the most passionate about now. So never be afraid to take unexpected opportunities. Do not worry, do not fret. If you realize that your dream job may actually not be your life's dream. Write your game plan in pencil because it likely will change. And that is okay. In fact, it's wonderful, and those things are what make your life. Try new things. Take unexpected twists and turns. Challenge yourself and follow your passions. You will be pleasantly surprised, I'm sure, of where you end up. So be courageous, be adventurous. Don't be afraid to take those leaps of faith. Even if you don't know where you're going to land, there will be a net. Sometimes the net might feel like you're balancing on a tightrope, and that's okay. You will get to the other side. Because someday when you look back, those leaps will look like logical steps in creating the life you are meant to live, and you will be very glad that you've taken them. So, class of 2017, congratulations on my behalf and that of the Board of Governors. Have a wonderful day in your celebrations.
Thank you, Board Chair Chalborn. I'd like to now invite President David Atkinson to address Convocation.
Madam Board Chair, members of the Board of Governors, distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and always on this occasion, our graduates. Welcome everyone to Convocation for 2017. This is our most important day, and it is more than anything else, your day. We only ask one thing today, and that is that you enjoy this moment. But first, let me be among the first to congratulate all of you. We extend to every one of you our very best wishes as you move forward to your life after graduation. It is a particular pleasure for me today to welcome back President Paul Byrne, who's sitting just over there. For those of you who don't know, Paul was a great leader and a great builder of MacEwan University, and much of what we have achieved over the last number of years could not have happened without his leadership. And of course, we welcome Chancellor Emeritus Eric Newell, who similarly was instrumental in the remarkable growth of the University of Alberta. To both of you gentlemen, welcome and thank you for being here. We have no idea, of course, how our lives may turn out. What we know is that they are the cumulative result of our experiences. And in this we accept, I hope, that education is a transformative part of our lives. And in this context, Convocation is not just a ceremony. It is a reaffirmation of what you have thus far achieved and an expression of the promise for what is to come. Universities are about their students. Your success is our success as a university, and when you leave us, it is what you achieve in the future which is part of the continuing legacy of the education you received here. Your achievements are a testament to the university, which as alumni is truly yours. You are an important part of the continuing history of MacEwan, and for this we owe you our gratitude. But what we celebrate today is also much more. Those of us who have enjoyed and benefited from the opportunity to pursue higher education are enormously privileged. Yes, we know there has been sacrifice for you, financial and otherwise, but you need always to remember how fortunate you have been to benefit from opportunities your university has provided you, and how what you have learned here will continue to benefit you in the future. At this convocation ceremony, we recognize the graduates of the School of Business, and we are confident that all of you will go out into the world and use what you have learned here to make a contribution to the business community upon whom we depend to make our world a thriving one in which we can all prosper. But in doing so, we also ask that as much as economics drives our world, you accept that you have a larger responsibility. While you will work in the world of business, know as well that larger issues of social good must shape everything you do. Our world today is in need, and you are the ones who must step up. While jobs and professional success are important, they go side by side with a larger obligation to the greater good of our communities. Convocation is also an opportunity to thank those who have supported you, parents, spouses, partners, brothers, sisters, friends. These people have stood by you, and many, many of them are with us today. And by the way, for those of you who have young people graduating, you should know that your kids are now finally off the family payroll. But remember that we do nothing alone, and they have a place in what you have achieved. Universities, too, are about the people who make everything you do possible. We must acknowledge the commitment and talents of your faculty who work tirelessly to ensure the quality of your learning experience. This is a sacred trust as one generation passes on what we know today so that you can build on it tomorrow. The staff of MacEwan are the people who have made your lives here better in so many ways, and many of them, of course, are here volunteering today to make this convocation special. For this, we must also express our thanks. And of course, you should look to the right and you should look to the left. And remember that your time has been immeasurably enriched by the students with whom you have studied, with those who have become your friends, and even with those whom you may never have met, but who have contributed to the quality of your experience here at MacEwan. Now, as much as Convocation is about celebrating achievement, it is also an important reminder of what each of you have gained here and what it means in the future. Even as we all want a good life, and we do want a good life for all of you, Regardless of how that is defined, there is always an obligation to give back. We must work, perhaps more than ever, to assist in shaping a better world in the future. This is something you must always remember, and which is the most important part of what a good life actually means. Our namesake, Dr. Grant MacEwan, who as a person might be receding into history, but who continues to live on in his values and his words, asks a very simple question: but what of tomorrow? And he warns us that success gives no reason for complacency. Dr. MacEwan reminds us of the fundamental mission of the university: to challenge convention, to pursue new possibilities, to celebrate the human capacity for understanding and creativity, to reaffirm the best of who we are, and to retain your passion for what is good and right. I ask that you take this message with you because it shapes whatever you might be in the future. If one thinks of you, our graduating class here today, and the cumulative impact that you will have in the future, you know why this is so important. In fact, you have never been more important. We live in a world that operates at light speed and what we sometimes call the fourth industrial generation, which will be profoundly transformative and disruptive. Artificial intelligence, 3D printing, robotics, biotechnology will be part of your world, and for this you must be ready. Know then that purposeful and continuous commitment to education is a given. If anything you need to take away from today, it is this: you are our tomorrows, and you have a responsibility. We live in a world today, unfortunately, too often consumed by blinkered thinking, by intolerance, a world where truth is there to be manipulated and even ignored. Our world has become one of exclusion at the expense of acceptance and mutual enrichment, the understanding that difference and tolerance for the other are what truly enriches our lives. You must be the antidote that encourages difference and respect. What the Chinese philosopher Confucius said 1,500 years ago continues to resonate today. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. This is who we are, and this is who you must be. Learning and understanding sit at the root of all of our hope for tomorrow. You need then to lift your eyes and look to that future. There are endless possibilities. You must not get tied down to narrow thinking that shuts you off from the world. And you need always to be reminded that nothing is impossible when we are genuinely concerned about making our world a better place. Remember the words of Nelson Mandela: there is no passion to be found playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. But even as I say this, I remind you too to remember the oft-quoted words of Wordsworth, that the best portion of a man's life are his little nameless, unremembered acts of kindness and love. Whether your future contributions to our world are big or small, remember, as Dr. MacEwan would very simply exhort us if he was here, just make the world a better place. Please don't forget this. But today, enjoy your celebration, knowing that we are very proud of what you have achieved. Celebrate with those important to you. Reflect on what you have accomplished. Always look for what is ahead. You have every reason to see a tremendous future. All you need to do is simply grasp it. Thank you.
Thank you, President Atkinson. I would like to now call upon Dr. John Corlett to introduce the recipient of the MacEwan Medal of Excellence.
Roger Charest, would you join me at the podium, please? Canadian professor and communications theorist Marshall McLuhan famously said, "The medium is the message." He meant by this that any message we send is inseparable from the way that we send it. And today we might ask, if Roger Charest is the medium, what is the message? Most of our graduates today have only known radio as audio streaming, accessible on a computer or handheld device with a click, able to bring the sound of jazz from WDCB in Chicago, or Asian pop from Big B Radio in Seoul, or the news reported by BBC One in English from London. Traveling in Italy or Germany and don't speak Italian or German? No problem, there's an app for Talk Radio Europe. But there was a time when radio did not work this way. There was a time when, especially in small towns in a country as huge as Canada, where one can live 100 or 200 or 400 kilometers from even a moderately sized urban center, if there was no local radio station beaming its signal directly to your radio, there were such things, well, there was no news. There was no sports or weather. There were no public service announcements, no talk shows with local people, and no music. Imagine then living in Fort McMurray in the early 1970s. The phone book, actually there was no phone book, it was just 20 pages of paper stapled together. Population was about 5,000 and no one understood the oil sands. Why then would a young man, early but already successfully into his Edmonton radio broadcasting career, decide to apply for a broadcasting license to launch a radio station in Fort McMurray, Alberta? Perhaps Mr. Charest will tell us about that in a minute. That station, CJOK, hit the airwaves at midnight, January 1, 1973, to the music of Johnny Nash's song, "I Can See Clearly Now." And in that moment, Fort McMurray found its community voice. Mr. Charest has recalled how the phones at the station never stopped ringing that night. There was an electric sense of magic in the town as people thought, "This is our voice. This is us." Fast forward a few years, and Roger Charest and his friend and partner Stu Morton brought local radio voices to two other small communities, Westlock, go north, turn left at Clyde, and St. Paul, go north, turn right, and follow the signs to the alien spaceship landing pad there. And in 1980, Roger and Stu started the innovative CKER in Edmonton, the station that is now World FM. This is the place where you can hear coverage of elections in Punjab and Punjabi, in-depth interviews about Ukrainian arts and culture in Ukrainian, the news from the Philippines in Tagalog, or this week's musical hits from Latin America in Spanish on Corazon Latino. World FM, like the small-town radio stations of the early 70s, is a place where everyone can hear him or herself in the media, not in someone else's language, but in one's own. That, I believe, is the answer to our question. If Roger Charest is the medium, the message is that our amazingly diverse country is one in which voices matter. All voices, wherever they are, whatever they sound like, however many or however few they may be. It is a place where voices should be heard and respected and valued. But those voices will be silent without the vision and leadership of those who, like Roger Charest, are willing to put their careers and their personal success on the line to be a force for good. For our graduates today, perhaps too the message we receive from Roger Charest's presence at our ceremony is that our greatest career moves seldom happen without taking a chance. Sometimes a very big one, but almost always these happen when they are driven by a true passion for one's calling, an unfailing dedication to one's beliefs, and a powerful sense of purpose to build something good, whatever the tools one might bring to the job. For his lifetime of contribution to and leadership in media, and their fundamental role in building strong communities, for his strengthening of Canada's unparalleled multicultural tapestry, and for his championing through the evolving world of radio of Edmonton as an inclusive city where all are welcomed and all can feel at home, MacEwan University is honored to present our Medal of Excellence to Roger Charest. I have been
Distinguished platform guests, members of faculty and staff, family and friends, great orchestra, great singer, O Canada, and graduates. It's nice to be here. As we celebrate Canada's 150th birthday, let me take you back to 1967, our 100th anniversary. CFRN Radio traditionally did a 5-minute broadcast with veteran newsman Dave Roger, and I was the other Roger Charest, the rookie. The manager asked the wrong Roger to do the broadcast. I was not about to tell him that it was a mistake. I accepted. So the focus on this program was a 21-gun salute. The script called for a 30-second introduction before the first cannon shot, followed by a brief historical fact between shots. So I drove the station vehicle past the honor guard and right up to the big guns. Now these guns were huge, huge. A shot would register 5 on the Richter scale. What I did not know was that in previous years, Dave Roger stationed himself several blocks away. At 1 minute to 11, the studio announcer Jim Roberts said, "We now take you to the provincial legislature grounds, and here's Roger Charest." Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're here today to celebrate Canada's 100th birthday, highlighting 21 events that shaped our country. You will hear one event following each shot. Then I gave the squad fire! Boom! Oh! That shot was so loud I dropped my microphone. My eyes were crossed. I couldn't speak. There was a ringing sensation in my ears. And I panicked. Now I've missed 2 cannon shots, and all I could think about was catching up. So I said, in 1905, Alberta became a province. In 1874, the I just got up only to be blasted by another cannon shot. It was a disaster. But enthusiasm is contagious. I can still see and hear the laughter on the soldiers' cheeks, and I really expected to be fired. But I wasn't, because enthusiasm is special. It's contagious and it's wonderful. Enthusiasm wins every time. People will forgive if they see you're trying your best, even if you fall short sometimes. You're here today because of what you've achieved. You have a degree. Congratulations. Congratulations! No other person feels the way you do. You have the gift of learning. Keep learning, stay hungry, buckle up, because you're in for the ride of your life. You'll get around in your driverless car, smartphones will continue to improve the way you communicate, and artificial intelligence will deliver a future brighter, healthier, and happier. So keep it up, stick with it, never give up, and never give in. This is your gift. But you be happy with you, your family, your friends and acquaintances. Accept others for what makes them special. And I have an old secret trick. Greet every day with this affirmation. This day is a special gift given to me. I shall be happy and rejoice in it. Now, if you wake up dragging bottom and a little grumpy, then put a smile on your face and fake it for about 2 hours. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference. And by noon, you'll be happy. In 1973, I branched out on my own, went to Fort McMurray, and it was just beginning to grow. The CRTC approved the application for a first local radio station in that community, and the boom began. 7 years later, Alberta's first multicultural radio station, World FM, was launched, broadcasting in 17 languages. The station reflected the diversity of people, languages, and culture in our province. Diversity does make us stronger as a nation. Listeners who spoke little or no English would gather near their radios to hear their own music and language. The station brought understanding and lasting friendships among the various ethnic communities. And over the next 33 years, OK Radio grew to 9 radio stations, including the last one, Sonic, here in Edmonton. You might say, we never gave up. Never give in, never give up. And that was Winston Churchill's advice to his convocation address at his alma mater in 1941. Here's what he said about never giving up.
Never give in. Never give in. Never, never, never. In nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense.
Churchill was witty. I really like the story from the House of Commons when a member of the opposition shouted,
Winston, if I were your wife, I would put poison in your tea.
So Churchill responded,
Madam, if I was your husband, I would drink it.
In high school, my mother suggested I apply for a summer job close to home at Gainer's packing plant. She made sure I was at the front door early Monday morning, and the manager told me there were no openings and there would not be any. Mother was wise. She said, son, I want you to ask him politely if you could check in with him every morning. The manager agreed, and for 2 weeks I received the same answer at 7 a.m. But tenacity is a wonderful quality. One morning, the manager said, today we have an opening. I started that day operating the fully automatic elevator. Gainers did not have an opening, but they created one because of my tenacity. My mother taught me that summer to never give in, like Churchill said, never give in, never give up. It's like the little college that could and would not give up. Grant MacEwan University has quickly grown to be one of the best in the country. You find happy students here, an excellent reputation, forward thinking, and good support for students. It was destined to be the best because it was named after Dr. J.W. Grant MacEwan. I had the good fortune to know Grant MacEwan personally. He was a great man, He treated every person with dignity. He celebrated life. He respected the environment. He would not fly if he could take the Greyhound bus. He would not drive if he could walk. If you follow his path, you will have a good life. Expect only the best of yourself. Take the high road. Expect the high road and take it. Sometimes you'll be on a one-way street, but you'll never be going the wrong way. This is a celebration. Your future is looking great. Before you go to sleep tonight, remember the words from this song written by Andre and Dory Previn. You're going to hear from me. Put this song in your heart and take over the lyrics. They're yours. Move over, sun. Give me some sky. I've got me some wings, and I'm eager to try. I may be unknown, but wait till I've flown. You're going to hear from me. Make me some room, you people up there. On top of the world, I'll meet you, I swear. I'm staking my claim. Remember my name, 'cause you're going to hear from me. If you make those words your own, this beautiful planet will be in good hands. Thank you. And remember, never, never give up.
Never give up.
Wow, that was amazing. That was amazing. Thank you, Roger. Thank you very much. I'd like to now invite Dr. Corlett, along with Academic Governance Council Vice Chair Dr. Lynn Honey, to their respective podiums for the presentation of graduates and the conferring of credentials.
Honestly, you can feel the energy coming off of this podium. I barely stand here. Graduates, if you are able, please rise. On behalf of the faculties and schools of MacEwan University, I present these graduands and those who are named in the Convocation program and who cannot be with us today. I ask that they be pledged and admitted to the MacEwan University degrees they have earned.
And I will ask you now to join in the MacEwan University Graduate Pledge. The pledge is not an oath, but an expression of purpose to which you will respond, I will. Will you pledge yourself to use the knowledge, experience, and skills that you have gained at MacEwan University to serve your community and the world faithfully?
I will.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the province of Alberta, and upon the recommendation of MacEwan University's Academic Governance Council, I admit you to the degree, applied degree, diploma, or certificate to which you are entitled, and I invest in you all of the rights and privileges, powers, and responsibilities pertaining to that credential. And now I bestow upon you this credential as a solemn trust to transform, engage, and improve the world from this day forth, to teach and to learn from others, so that through your learning, we all may flourish. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Corlett and Dr. Honey. Our marshals will now usher their graduates to the stage. We will now commence with the individual presentation of our graduates. We would like to remind you that if you wish to take a photo of your graduate, please come to the area to the right of the stage as we approach your graduate's name on the program. An usher will assist you to ensure the smooth flow of people in and out of this area. With the exception of those taking photos, we ask that you remain seated during the presentation out of respect for all graduates and their families. Offering congratulations to each graduate, our board chair, Chalborn, Dr. Honey, Dr. Corlett, and the faculty's dean. Dr. Atkinson will present each graduate with their credential on stage. He will be assisted by Associate Registrars, Mr. Tony Norad and Ms. Frances Billingsley. Off stage to your right is Laura Squires, alumnus of MacEwan University. Ms. Squires will present each graduate with a gift on behalf of MacEwan University alumni. I would ask the graduates to return to their seats after receiving their credentials. And now, I would like to call upon Dean Elsie Elford, School of Business, to present graduates.
I now present to you the following candidates for degrees in the School of Business.
And now, presenting graduates receiving the Bachelor of Commerce degree, Wasim Abdul Ghani. Mohammed Atta Abagush. Bright Owusu Adomako. Yuka Aida with distinction. Tagreed Fahad Alamir. Mohammed S. Alabur.
Amda Albalwi. Aubrey Silon Aldaka. Marcus Patrick Allen. Brianna Nicole Alstad. Tayebi Ameli. Carson Cecil Ames. Anosha Amir Muhammad.
Kennedy Catherine Anderson. Benazir Arbabzada. Rebecca May Armstrong with distinction. Amanda Mary Balzer with distinction. Madison Claire Balter Dexheimer. Amy Elizabeth Beard. Gregory David Benkendorf. Janaea Rochelle Bergson.
Ryan Royce Bertholet. Yared Caleb Bayin. Zoe Bian. Zachary Donald Brian Bliss. Brittany Gale Justine Blue. Haley Serena Lily Marie Boy. Stephanie Ann Bolduc. Lydia Fiona Boone.
Ryan Russell Bridgman. Brittany Nicole Brilliant. Jason Robert Brown. That was Sean Wellner-Bucas, excuse me. Jason Robert Brown. Katrina Huang Bui. Danica May Busalan. Michael Louise Bustillo. Samuel Neil Butler Stryker. Helena Byrne.
Trina Suzanne Campbell. Lauren Olivia Carrick Bunker. Mary Catherine Chan. Devniel Ayesh Chand. Jiaqi Chen, with distinction. Simon Chen. Zachary Reed Chijak.
Namit Natasha Chufi. Michael Matthew Clancy. Daniel James Cahoon. Benjamin Glassford Connolly. Emma Ann Connolly. Alexis Joyce Conti. Cole Gerard Corcoran. Daniel Nathan Cordero. Aaron John Fragrante Cortez. Nicholas John Chris.
Jeremy Rod Custodio. Jacqueline DeBroa. Marcus Brian Dahl. Sienna Marie Delaire. Jory Adam de la Cruz. Megan Catherine DeCoste. Madison Lee Mary Diedrich. Cole Douglas DeGraff. Ryan William DeJong.
Saeed Daria. Heather Maureen Devani. Ariel D. Dude. Joshua Gregory Dooling. Jasmine Kaur Dhaliwal. Liza Yvonne DeMano. Andrew James Dixon. Peter Doe. Matthew Doroshenko.
Raylin Nancy Dorothy with distinction. Lawrence John D. Jillian Ilazchuk. Ghanem Faisal El Kadri. Yasmin Ghazi El Zain. Sean Patrick Enman with distinction. Andrew Sunguk Bryce Matthew Iwaziak.
Stefan Victor Exner with distinction. Stephen Wayne Fandrick. Stephanie Denise Faruja. Rachel Alyssa Fawcett. Adam James Ferguson. Sean David Edward Flynn. Stephanie Barania Fonseca. Samantha Daphne Frampton. Melissa Casey Francis.
Krista Gallivan. Matthew John Gamroth. Desiree Marie George. Heath Jeffrey Gertis. Elliot Joseph Goldford. Keegan Taylor Gorda. Jasmine Kaur Grewal. Bailey Marissa Grover. Niet Haile.
Johanna Gertrude Haley. Ardiana Hamza. Bilal G. Handus. Derek Andrew Hanowski with distinction. Stuart Mackenzie Hansen. Dwayne Russell Hansen. Kimberly May Harbor. Hana Sakicho Hashimoto.
Murray Lydell Healy. Taylor Jane Hennig. Zachary Colin Herbert. Claire Ann Hitchcock. Jeffrey Charles Holub. Courtney Lynn Horpstad. Samantha Hauk. Maigan Hyun, with distinction. Graham Robert Isbister. Philip Justin Ituriaga, with distinction.
Marion Bogdan Ivan. Lee Edward Iverson. Troy Eric Ivanishin, with distinction. Shauna Ray Jodry. Jesse Kyle Johnson. Megan Alexandra Johnson. Angela Gowri Jyoti. Supani Natasha Kalmanovic. Zach Benjamin Walalak.
Madison Dawn Kern. Evan Robert Karichuk. Gagandeep Hera. Aisha Karadi. Kaylee Heather Kimmel. Lindsay Catherine Canal. Michael David Kobuka. Michelle Erin Kobatowicz.
Lucas Stanislav Kokol. Aurelia Patricia Kowalczak, with distinction. Ilsa Kruger. Shanil Kumar. Kasia Magdalena Kunesevich. Nishtay Lakanpa. Jessica Sarah Lamek with distinction. Madison Rose Lang. Jessica Latchuk. Bailey Brandon Laurie.
Han Chi Lee. Angelina Marie Leduc. Adam Joseph Lainers. Joanne Hui San Leong. Ethan Lee. Jibang Lee. Courtney Elizabeth Linder. Jiajin Lui.
Derek Randy Lonsdale. Alan Joe Liu. Abigail Lilia May Loveson with distinction. Raymond Kwok Young Lu. Michelle Zi Yan Lung. Emily Arden Lupian. Peter Luschke. Sean Richard Anthony Lutz. Scott McDonald.
Caitlin Alexandra Rain McLeod. Sarah Lindsay McLeod. Zachary Ty McRae. Yulia Malinich. Joseph John Mandruzia. Leah Teresa Markovich. Daryl Lee Muskowski. Navneet Kaur Matharu. Marissa Diane Jacqueline Matoga. Randeep Matu.
Joseph Thomas Mazurek. Zach Lawrence Mazurek. Brittany Alicia McCann with distinction. Bryn Abby McClary. Caitlin Jamie McIver. Andrea Marie McKay. Taylor Scott McKee. Liam Patrick McNamara. Stephen Robert Menier. Erin Ashley Middleton. Jamie Quinn Miller.
Manveer Singh Minhas. Salman Ahmed Mohammed. Braden Robert Mole. Cullen Earl Malloy. Ala Morso. Tracy Tondu Mugabu. Brett Joel Emmanuel Murdoch. Tabitha Meerholm. Pradesh Kumar Narayan. Braden Sterling Thomas Narat.
Kevin Ng. Joshua Robert Noble. Julia Claire Noorman. Jeffrey Michael Pahola. Eric Daniel Packlem. Michael Joseph Alyuso. Apple Grace Uy Alyusho. Orlene Campana Paular. Matthew James Peacock with distinction.
Gisit Alejandra Peña Barrera. Matthew Peter John Petruck. Calvin Foe. Philip Fong. Rebecca Dawn Pickens. Harold Plimich. Marla Catherine Podlosky. Joshua Taylor Poole. Nicholas Jacobus Potgieter.
Diana Jean Powell. Michelle Preston. Renata Ray Price. David Brian Primo. Alex Taryn Proctor. Braden James Proctor. Amy Tristan Purchase. Bryn Cecil Quickstaff. Timothy Kwan with distinction.
John David Alarcio Raphael. Benazir Rajabi. John Charles Rand. Erica M. Ratzlav with distinction. Mary Joanne Ritchie. Sally Irene Robertson. Megan Laurie Robinson. Maria Rodriguez Lopez. Rachel Emily Roebuck. Caitlin Rochelle Reining.
Leah Arane Sadegia. Youssef Saeed. Robbie Salame. Shirish Shalopri. Hillary Catherine Shell. Renee Dawn Singh. Xiaoping Shi. Kyle Russell Shukalak.
Samantha Faye Silverman. Harrison James Smallwood. Cassandra Lynn Smith. Dustin Arnold Smith. Michael David Smith. Kanchan Soji. Landon Emily Sparrow. Jared Taylor Stage. Matthew Hunter Stevely.
Brianna Marjorie Lee Stewart. Kristen Suzanne Stoik. Jennifer Stollery with distinction. Joshua Michael Robert Steiba. Raymond H. Sue. Kirsten Swensrud. Michael Eddie Tosh. Nicole Eileen Taylor. Tyson Nicholas Taylor.
Shad Tebe. Naomi Ann Terlecki. Graham Alexander Turners with distinction. Mark Allen Tessier. Mark Tetarenko. Luke Thibodeau. Sienna Cassandra Thompson. Kirsten Marie Teagan. Anthony Tiet. Runette Imoya Chunayan.
Avril May Taves. Sean Foster Salcedo Tapecho. Layla Tweed. Shireen Tweed. Janae Michelle Tupan. Sarah Nicole Tromashauser. Alexis Jean Troop. Dennis Singh Hang Sum.
Alexis Miles Corpus Ubaldo. Emily Kate Ullman. Muhammad Wakaz Umar. Hafsa Binti Umar. Karen Singh Upal. Lauren Alexandra Van Vliet. Kiran Preet Tina Vashishat. Megan Madeline Vermillion.
Stephanie Manulat Blahandrea. Nima Emmanuel Huado. Naomi Injeri Wainaina. Rupam Walia. Lindsay Alessa Walker. Tyler James Wall. Hannah Lynn Waller. Ja Ray Wang.
Zhangji Wang. Ifan Wang with distinction. Kyle Christopher Randall Watkins. Randall Paul Weber with distinction. Kevin Shanaka Weerasuriya. Elisa Marida Weeb.
Sebastian Carl Wilson. Levi Derek Wajtala. Adrian Jeremiah Wolf. Jason Ka-chun Wong. Daniel James Wood. Adam Terrence Wojciak. Jiaonan Wu. Jingwu Jia. Lillian Yun. Christopher Ju Hao Yong with distinction. Nicholas Yuen.
Glenn Zazadny. Fang Zhang. Zhao Zhang. Ran Zi. Stephen Taras Zip. And lastly, Blanca Ismenia Zuniga.
I present to you those graduates from the School of Business unable to be present, whose names are listed in the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Alford. This concludes the presentation of our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, with enthusiasm, please join me in acknowledging our graduating class of 2017! for the presentation of student awards, I would like to call Dean Elford to present the Dean's Medal for Academic Excellence.
Within each faculty and school at MacEwan University, we recognize students whose academic efforts have propelled them to the top of their class. The Dean's Medals are the highest academic honor that may be granted by a faculty and recognizes the exemplary success of individual students within their area of study. One award may be granted in a certificate or diploma program and one award in a degree program. This year's Dean's Medal for Academic Excellence in a degree program for the School of Business is awarded to Stefan Victor Exner, a graduate of the Bachelor of Commerce degree management major. Stefan has achieved a remarkable graduation GPA of 4.0. He is the kind of student that his professors describe as highly respectful and a pleasure to work with in the classroom. His work ethic and ability to remain calm are traits that he brings to team projects, especially when the pressure is on and the due date is looming. Stefan wears two hats, that of a student and that of an employee at the City of Edmonton as a business analyst. He has managed to find the right balance of work, study, and, he tells me, a passion for hip-hop. On behalf of MacEwan University, congratulations, Stefan.
Thank you, Dean Elford, and congratulations, Stefan. Now I'd like to ask Dr. John Corlett to present the Distinguished Teaching Award.
The mission of MacEwan University is to provide an unparalleled undergraduate education. Our faculty dedicate themselves to their students in a way that is, frankly, all too rare in the modern post-secondary education system. Teaching excellence is everywhere to be found in our university. You'll find a lot of our colleagues seated behind me today. And yet each year, even in an environment suffused with outstanding teachers, there are professors who, according to their students and faculty peers, rise above the high standard we have long set. Recipients of a Distinguished Teaching Award connect with, engage, and inspire students in the learning process, create a positive learning environment, use innovative teaching methods, and model professional attitudes and values. Among this year's 4 winners of a Distinguished Teaching Award is Dr. Etiyanakara Murali Dharan, and that, my friends, is why we just call him Murli. Please join me once again in congratulating Murli on his outstanding contributions to business education, to student learning, and to making MacEwan University a very special place for undergraduate study.
Thank you, Dr. Corlett, and congratulations, Dr. Murli. I would like to ask Laura Squires, alumni representative, to provide a welcome to the newest members of our MacEwan University alumni family.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, family, friends, and most importantly, congratulations to the newest graduates of MacEwan University. Almost 1 year to the day, I sat in the same seat that you sit in now, excited for what my future would bring, nervous about starting my career, and sad to say goodbye to the many friends that I made during my 4 years at MacEwan. Like many of you, MacEwan became my second home. There were many late nights spent studying in the library and hours spent writing papers. Although you were probably stressed out at times, you were never alone. During your time at MacEwan, you were surrounded by other students, faculty, and staff, all working towards a common goal, your success. Now, after working through challenges and celebrating achievements together, you've made it. Today, you join a family of over 58,000 alumni who are employed in various fields and are working to make the world a better place for everyone. As you move forward, I encourage you to never stop learning. We all have to remember to take chances and to embrace risks. Sometimes doing something that scares you may present you with the biggest reward. In the words of Kenny Chesney, trust me, friend, 100 years goes faster than you think, so don't blink. Congratulations on your big day and for reaching this milestone in your life.
Thank you, Ms. Squires. This brings us to the closing moments of our ceremony, after which alumni and their families are invited to join us for a celebration in the foyer. At this time, I would like to invite all graduates to express their appreciation to the people who have supported them throughout their educational journey. Would the faculty members please rise? Faculty members, please rise. Graduates, a round of applause for the faculty. Would the family and friends of our graduates please rise? Family and friends, please rise. Graduates, a round of applause for family and friends. And now, in turn, I would like to invite our audience, faculty and staff, to once again join me in congratulating our graduates of 2017! President Atkinson, I invite you to close convocation.
This brings us to the close of this convocation ceremony this afternoon, and let me be the first to thank the audience for your remarkable enthusiasm this afternoon. Yeah! The energy that you brought to the room really made this a very special ceremony, and I thank you for being with us. I thank all of you for being with us and to help celebrate this very special day for your graduate. We know it is a special day, and I hope you will all go out and celebrate the moment. It doesn't come more than once, so please enjoy your time with your graduate this afternoon. As well, convocation could never occur without the enormous work of a whole pile of MacEwan people. And I want to thank all of the volunteers who are with us this afternoon. They come here, they work hard to make sure that your day is as special as it possibly can be. So to our volunteers and to our MacEwan staff, thank you very, very much. Certainly this is, yes. I think we would all agree that this is an event to remember, and so I now ask all of you to stand and to remain standing during the playing of our legacy recessional, which is composed by one of our own students, Sean Bessie, and kindly wait until the graduates have left the performance chamber before you exit. And as I said this morning, this gives the platform party a head start in getting to the refreshments. So Mace Bearer, University Registrar, will you please leave the recessional? I declare this convocation closed.